Affirmative 76, Pasadena and King. Cars on alert 216, Pasadena and King.
A person came in and said everybody hit the floor. He had a pistol in his hand. He had that in his hand in the hallway when he came in and said everybody hit the floor. And I, like hit the floor too quick. I went there with him, and fight it. When I went down, he took that gun and turned it upside down and went and hit me on the side of my face. And the bullet came out and went through both of my eyes,
I was, in the fast lane doing fast things, hustling, trying to get money young, and guns came with it. So I picked up guns when I was young, and for my protection, because I was so small, when I started off into the things I was doing, and kids were bigger and older than me, so I figured a gun would help me keep older men off me. You know what I'm saying? Predators was preying on the money you had in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Older guys taking from you little, so I picked up a gun. And with that, as I got older, that was my protection. I kept them, for safety. And one day, a drug deal went bad, and rest in peace to the victim, put a pistol on me and robbed me, and knowing that this person had, killed a few people before, because I was already in the streets, so I knew him in the streets. So, he tried to rob a partner of mine and myself, and I had my gun on me, and we got in a gunfight. So, and he didn't live.
A few years back, about 10 years or so, I was involved in drug dealings and living the street life. My little cousin had a sale to make, and guy tried to rob us, pulled the gun on him, put it to my cousin's head. I didn't want to be robbed at that time, so I reached for my gun. Guy got scared and panicked and just started shooting down in my truck. And the first shot hit me in my arm. Shot 4 times down in the car. I got shot in my brachial artery. Hit my humerus bone, shattered it. Severed my radial nerve. I tried to pursue him, got away. Didn't know the guy, never seen him before. Kind of wrong place at the wrong time.
I was in the street life, like most people, attracted by the flashy stuff, the cars, clothes, the women, you know what I'm saying? Definitely the money. And I ended up shooting a guy. I shot him 3 times. I'm glad he didn't die, speaking on hindsight. I'm glad he didn't die, because more or less I'd probably wouldn't be here right now. I had a 6-month-old daughter, Arja Marie McKenzie, that's my heart. And she was my first tattoo in there. And I left, she was 6 months. When I come back home, she was 10 years old. On the good side though, I do have custody of her. She's been living with me now for the past 2 years. So, that is a good side to that, but the downside is you're running away from your family. You definitely neglecting your kids, and you're killing yourself upstairs. Trust me.
When I first found out, at first I was in very much denial, because murder, come on now, not my son. I know he's wasn't the best son and he was a little streetwise, but murder is a big thing. And I just didn't believe it at the time, and I had got a few phone calls saying that he was involved, but I was never believed it. And like I said, I was in denial, not my son. But when I found out it was truth, I was without words. I just really didn't know at the time that he could commit something as dreadful as a murder.
April 1st, 2002, I was about 4 months pregnant. I was 16 years old. 4 months pregnant with my son, my firstborn son. And me and my mom and my little brother and my mom's boyfriend went to the store, which was a meat market. And when we came out the store, we went to go get in the car. As we get in the car, we hear cars skirting off and everything. And once we got in the car and sat down, two guys started running from the corner store across the street, shooting at each other, and ran past my mother's car. I'm not really scared of anything, so I didn't think the duck, and I think I was in shock, kind of. And my little brother snatched me down. My hand went up, and then the bullet came through the window and hit my hand. It went in this hole right here, and then fractured my bones in my hand, and then it came back up. That same child who I was pregnant with was in a car that got shot up at the age of 1 year old. And I know it wasn't nothing but God. It wasn't nothing but the grace of God, because nobody in this car was shot, but they shot the car close range. More than one person. That wasn't nothing but a miracle, because nobody in the car was shot. It was 4 people in the car with my child. Well, 3 other people, including my child. My baby was 1.
Gun violence, man, it's just sick, bro. It's really sick now. It got way worse than what it was then. The Lord done spared me, took me up out of that. The Lord Jesus done spared me, took me out of that. But I hear it every day, even the results to my son. Generational curse, because I play with guns. Now my son infatuated with guns. And I'm telling the Lord God, well, he went to prison. My son went to prison for guns. First day home, soon I pick my son up, boom. House gets shot up. My cousin get hit, his girlfriend get hit, shot in the head. Yeah, my little nephew got shot in the leg. And my other cousin got shot in the leg too. Thank grace of God, nobody get killed. But the act of, it's just the violence of the gun, now is way worse than when I was at.
I never knew how many people would be hurt from the pull of a trigger. You affect so many people from it. You know, and if I was any smarter than I would have never picked up a gun. You know, to this day I still have problems with them. And I want to carry them because it's addiction. You know, it's something that you get addicted to. You know, and your mind make you think you need it, but you don't know how many people you hurt. You're hurting yourself. You know, so the most important part about guns is that they kill. And that's what people should understand. Guns ain't nothing to play with. They serious. And they would take your life, someone else's life, fast. And the crazy thing about it is, you can't get it back. So you'll be feeling remorseful or whatever, but there's no way you can bring that back. So, in closing, you know, stay away from guns, man.
Make me feel real bad, you know. I lost an eye behind it, and then I didn't have nothing after it all went down, no but $5, and I'm a nice person. I just pray, keep our angels surround me, and love everybody, and take the bitter with the street. Life is life, and it is what it is at the end of the day. And I just pray that what little vision I got, and I got behind it, that I can keep.
You know, we so caught up in, I gotta get respect. You know, you gotta respect me no matter what. Real men don't have to go shoot people, you know, to get respect. Real men don't have to be in the streets, you know, doing whatever you need to do for that almighty dollar to get respect, you know. You get respect by using this. Use your mind. That's what I would change. I would change my thinking. yeah. I'm just kind of like going back into that place, man. And I was wrong.
As a mother, it hurted. And as I alluded before that, I didn't believe it at first. But all the things were started added up that, yeah, he really was involved in this dreadful thing. My faith in God brought me through the whole ordeal. It was rough, going back and forth, sometimes not even knowing what was going on in the prison system, and your mind would go to things, you know, like he's going to be hurt there, and you know, but my faith in God kept me strong in this whole situation. It wasn't easy, but my faith in God what took me through, and I had support from my husband and church members that got me through those 10 years. That's probably the first thing that come in a parent's mind. You know, what did you do wrong, or did you do the right thing as he was growing up for him to, you know, to make this type of choice out here? And yeah, the first thing you think about is a parenting. And even though I was not with his father at the time, but you just start thinking, you know, you was the father of this, you know, you could have did better, or what have you could have done, you know, to prevent this thing.
It started at home, dude, because it started in my home. And then it trickles down, it trickles down, it trickles down. Some people say these kids shooting these people because they don't know how to fight. Well, I knew how to fight, and I love guns. You dig? I loved them. I mean, straight up, I couldn't get to you, but I'm gonna shoot at you. And I definitely knew how to fight. So I won't say that it started in my home, it was the upbringing, my dude. It's your upbringing. That's what I say. It's your upbringing. I just thank Lord Jesus that he spared me from all of that. Like I said, not shooting, not killing nobody, not getting shot, but my generational curse is now my son doing the shooting, and he hitting targets, and targets hitting him. You just gotta pray for him, bro. You just really gotta pray for him.
Now, but you can't just go out and hunt people down and murder people and nothing be done. How would you feel if it was your family? Because I always consider myself and my family whenever I make a decision, because I know my decisions affect everybody, not just me. So that's something to think about. You have to consciously think about, you know, the responses to your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, what could possibly happen? Don't just be narrow-minded and say, oh, well, if I do this gonna happen. No, it's a whole lot of other stuff that could happen too. You have to look at it from more than one perspective. But that's just my opinion. And I hope this documentary will help somebody else, you know, especially children, because gun violence, that's nothing to play with. That's nothing to play with. It gets you life in prison, sometimes death penalty, you know, and then you get innocent people get hurt a lot of times. And that's the sad part about it, is that because they didn't bring it on themselves, it was due to somebody else's ignorance.
Still making it, still cutting hair. They told me I would never cut hair again, but God on my side, I'm able to do that. Try your best to stay on the straight and narrow, get a 9 to 5. Street life not for everybody, you know what I mean? And there's consequences behind living that life. They say you live by the gun, you die by it. And if that ain't how you want to go out, then you gotta live right. You know what I mean? Stay out people's way, you know?